My name is Jimmy.
What's up, you guys? Jimmy here, back at you with another review for Power Rangers Dino Charge. And this is the 4th episode, and the episode is titled Return of the Caveman. Now, this episode is actually just all about a little bit of a backstory on Koda, since we don't really know that much about him from what they have said. Which, it pretty much starts off with him in a flashback of, when he was still back in back in his own time period, and he finds the blue energy, which it then flashes to present, and he kind of says how there are still present day stuff that scare him, like glass doors, bikes, TVs, cell phones. So it does go with Chase trying to teach him how to ride a bike, but then one of Sledge's men, who is like made of cages, traps both Koda and Chase. But Chase also had saved a kid, which, the bike bent. So he and the kid went out of the cave, Koda trying to get used to using a little bit of technology. And they were able to, all 4 of them, be able to form together. And this was the first time that we got to see the Raptor Zord. And then the end of the episode, the kid does decide to teach him to ride a bike himself, and Koda looks like he's riding pretty well without training wheels. Yeah, and that's pretty much a sum up of the episode. I have to say, this episode was pretty dang cool for the fact that it was a backstory type of episode, which, as much as I watched all of Megaforce, never did actual backstory episodes. It did episodes that you would think would be backstory, but nothing. So I thought this episode was really, really cool for the fact that, Koda's Caveman. It would be nice to at least have him with some backstory. They've already said about some of the stuff on the Red Ranger. So, they already got a little bit of a start on backstory on the Rangers. I just think when it comes to Power Rangers, seasons need to kind of show you who these people are. To kind of say which one is, so so you can know them. It's like that for almost any show. You don't know this person. They seem, I guess, to some people they're less interesting. But I have to say, overall, it was a very, very enjoyable episode. I don't know when's the last time I saw a I don't know when's the last time I saw a backstory episode in Power Rangers, considering that I didn't watch any of Samurai. But I think Samurai did at one point get some some backstory type of episode. But, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the episode in total. Let me know yours down below, no matter if it's good or bad, because I like hearing both sides. And I'm not going to hate you if you have a different opinion on it as me. And also, in the past week, a Power Rangers fan film came out called Power Rangers, which it's like a darker take on the original Power Rangers. It's like, they're still Rangers after all these years. Very, I have to say on that, it's very, very cool. Interesting, dark take on the series. Even though, I'm a person who loved Mighty Morphin, I think it's interesting to see other people do their own takes. And, Even Saban, was like telling them to freaking take it down, which, I think it's ridiculous. It's not the name. They don't have the same exact name. It's non-profit. I mean, the person's kind of within his rights, but, whatever. Say whatever he wants to. But, it doesn't bother me on what Jason David Frank said, because it's not like he was bashing it or he was telling them to take it down himself. I mean, even some of the other Rangers, like Amy Jo Johnson, she thought it was awesome. And even the Black Ranger, who, even though he hesitated by saying, I still have fans that are kids, he still thought it was really cool. But if you haven't seen that, it was taken out on YouTube, but now it's up again, but has some, like, age restriction. So, who knows if you would specifically would be able to watch it. Depends on what your age is, I guess. But, that's it for my review. Just answer those two things. And also, as always, my name is Jimmy. And until next time, bye.